John Cena went heel? Now, obviously, this is the greatest what if in wrestling history. Now, we know he started as a heel with the Thuganomics, and he was a prototype before that. And then he went babyface, beating Big Show, and then won JBL, and then the rest was history. He was a straight face. But there was moments in that wonderful tenure of his career where he could have flipped. It's so many. So it's kind of hard to do a what if, just if John Cena went heel, what would he do? So I said, okay, let's pick a particular time if he went heel. The what if Bret Hart was cool. But most people was bitching about, well, you don't make them about nothing, and you get, you just did a stereotype or dick. It's a what if, motherfuckers. Fill in the blank. Okay? But again, we listen to the people. That's what we do. So I said, you know what, this time, I said, let's do a what if John Cena went heel, but let's pick a particular time. And my favorite version, where I thought it was almost going to happen. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena. The whole world in his hands feud. Let's get it. Welcome, wrestling fans, to another thrilling episode of DJ's Corner, Just My Opinion, where we dive into the world of professional wrestling, its stories, its characters, and the what-ifs that keeps us up at night. I'm your host, DJ, and today we will be exploring an interesting topic that has been debated amongst wrestling enthusiasts for years. What if John Cena turned heel? But not just in general. We learned from our mistakes. What if John Cena turned heel against Bray Wyatt? Grab something to eat, drink, smoke, settle in, and let's explore this fascinating scenario. Let's get it. To kick things off, let's talk about the concept of a heel turn. No, it's not the shit on your shoe. For those who are new to wrestling terminology, a heel turn refers to when a wrestler that is perceived as a good guy or babyface transitions into a villain or a dastardly heel. The shift is not just about changing how a wrestler fights. It's about transforming its entire persona, character, and how it interacts with the fans and other wrestlers. Now, it's no secret that John Cena has been the quintessential face of the WWE for over a decade. His clean-cut image, inspirational promos, never give up attitude, the mantra of hustle, loyalty, and respect have earned him millions of fans worldwide. But what if, in a shocking twist, Cena abandoned all those values and embraced the dark side, brother? Particularly against someone that is dark, eerie, charismatic as Bray Wyatt. Now, to understand the potential impact of a heel turn by John Cena, we need to dive into the storied rivalry between John Cena and Bray Wyatt. This feud had several pivotal moments that could have served a perfect catalyst for such a dramatic change in character. Their rivalry began in early 2014, leading up to their match at WrestleMania 30. Bray Wyatt, with his cryptic messages, psychological warfare, targets Cena's legacy, attempting to expose what he perceived as a hypocrisy in Cena's character. Despite Wyatt's immense mind games, Cena emerged victorious at WrestleMania. To this day, personally, felt that was the wrong decision. And if you watch many documentaries and leading up to their eventual rematch as The Fiend, even Cena said somewhat himself, maybe that should have went the other way. But imagine it. During one of their most intense encounters, Cena snapped. Perhaps it could have been during their brutal last man standing match at Payback 2014. In this match, Cena was pushed to his limits, both physically, mentally, and what if instead of overcoming Wyatt and staying the true historic hero, Cena finally gives in to the darkness. that would have been the perfect moment to do it. Cena turning heel against Bray Wyatt would have been like Batman joining forces with the Joker. Wyatt, with his cult leader persona and eerie charismatic enigma, no pun intended, Mr. Jeff Hardy, could have been a perfect antagonist to draw out Cena's dark side, where we all thought at the time that's where it could have been going. So next, obviously, so what would heel John Cena look like? Let's explore some of the changes in his character, his attire, how he cuts his promos. First, let's jump on his attire. Gone would be the bright, colorful t-shirts and jean shorts. Instead, Cena could come out something darker, more intimidating gear. Imagine Cena in an all-black attire, brother, with a leather jacket, symbolizing his heel turn, dark side. The never give up slogans will be replaced with something more sinister, like stay down, lay down, some shit. Because you got to think about it, still PG WWE at the time. Just reflecting on his new mindset. Because he can't even go back to the thugonomics Cena because that was cool when he was ragging on people, talking shit. It has to be something so totally different than his character for that heel turn to solidify. Now, I know, granted, people wanted him to go back to the thugonomics and that shit, but eventually he will still get cheered. For a true person to be a heel, you have to embrace it, like it happened with Roman Reigns in maybe his second or third year as the acknowledgement. He really got true heat like that. Now we're transitioning into his promos, of course. Cena, we know, has always been for his motivational speeches, encouraging the fans to persevere and stay positive. But as a heel, his promos will have to take a darker turn. He could berate the fans for not truly appreciating him, blaming them for pushing him to this point. His words will be filled with bitterness and resentment, and a stark contrast to his former inspirational message. This will be crucial. He has the ability to talk down to the fans and still get heat. I would have loved to see Cena during that time. Yes, it will be kind of like a Hollywood, I did it for the money, brother. But Cena is charismatic and very entertaining and smart enough to spin this. Cena in ring style would undergo a drastic change too. Known for the clean power moves, heel Cena might adopt a more ruthless approach, incorporating dirty tactics and brutal assaults. His attitude towards his opponents would shift from respect to competition to sheer dominance and intimidation. Because Cena a big boy. He could do some shit. He could fuck you up. And I would love for him if he was a heel to incorporate a power bomb. When he bust out the power bomb, that shit looked devastating. Now, what about the guy that started all this shit? What about Bray Wyatt? How would Cena's heel turn impact him? Well, Wyatt always been the master manipulator. May he rest in peace. Miss him every day. Would likely see Cena's turn as a victory. Like I told you all, so this is who he was. He would claim the credit for exposing Cena's true nature, further solidifying his own status as a psychological mastermind. You broke the unbreakable. This dynamic would add layers to their rivalry, making it more intense and personal than it ever is before. Because what if Wyatt realized, oh my God, I created a monster. Now let's move on to how the fans and the wrestling industry might even react to Cena turning heel. Cena fan base, especially the younger audience, has always been a critical part of his appeal. A heel turn would undoubtedly shock and upset many of his loyal followers. Kiddos. The Cena Nation would be divided, some feeling betrayed while others might embrace Cena's darker side, mainly the guys. The guys will be totally in. This is great. This is what he's supposed to be. The split reaction could create a buzz in the wrestling community, dividing discussions, dividing debates among fans. This can be a great thing because let's be honest, there was a period of time between 14 to almost 18 where Cena was getting stale and when he was kind of moving to Hollywood. This would have been a great catalyst. We saw what happened when it happened to The Rock, and he created Hollywood Rock, which rejuvenated recently in his last run in the WWE. I mean, it's great. He turned into the final boss eventually, but you have to have layers to your character. As I mentioned, the brothers, if you didn't catch, we saw what it did to Hogan. You go back to Hogan in 95, when he was in WCW, he was getting booed. Like, they were sick of the, vitamins and say your prayers. Something had to change. Him dropping a leg on Macho, may he rest in peace, changed his whole career. Gave him a whole nother career. He already had one and got another one. Sometimes it works. It really does. As I just stated, looking back at wrestling history, we had significant heel turns. Think about Hogan, just like I just said, joining NWO, and how that moment changed the landscape of wrestling and rejuvenated Hogan's career. Cena's heel turn could have had a similar impact, creating a huge shift in WWE's storyline and fresh stories of engagement. Having Cena as this heel running rampant, and you got to have baby faces and creating baby faces to go after him. Imagine a babyface Orton versus Cena. Jesus. Triple H having to come back, take the suit off to stop this Cena train. It'd be crazy. From an industry perspective, a heel Cena could mean a boost in ratings and viewership, obviously, because everybody would turn. Controversy and unexpected turns often draw more eyes to the product. Merchandise sales might take a hit initially, but the new edgy Cena merchandise could attract a different demographic. Men. The WWE creative team would have had an opportunity to craft new ideas, new storylines, making the most out of this new chapter in Cena's career. It's, as I stated, imagine feuds and characters and matches you could have when Cena's on the other side as a bad guy. And it's just, thinking about this is crazy. Like, it's endless. Finally, let's explore the long-term storyline implications of John Cena's heel turn. With Cena as a heel, the WWE could create a series of new and exciting rivalries. Imagine, if you will, a feud between heel Cena and top face like a Roman Reigns, or even a Seth Rollins. But let's stay on Roman Reigns for a moment. Imagine this could have helped Roman when they wanted him to be the big dog, having to stop this evil Cena that's ego is run out of control and resent anybody. If they told that story correctly, my God, that could have probably been amazing. These matches would be highly anticipated. To the fans, will be eager to see how their favorite wrestler can handle this new ruthless version of Cena. Cena's heel turn could also lead to formation of alliances, betrayals. Perhaps Cena could join forces with other heels, creating a dominant faction that rules the WWE, that would give him backup and add an extra layer to his character. Or if he's in danger, he got help. Imagine if he joins the Wyatt family. Ooh, it's possible. If Orton joined, never know. Imagine if Cena joined. Ooh. Now for Bray, the storyline possibilities are endless. He could continue to torment Cena, claiming that he's the true orchestrator of Cena's descent to darkness. Their battles will become more intense, personal, culminate to high-stake pay-per-view matches, PLEs now. In the long run, Cena character arc would undergo significant development. He could start as a bitter, vengeful heel, gradually becoming more complex and multidimensional. Over time, WWE could build towards a redemption storyline where Cena can seek forgiveness and attempts to reclaim his former glory. Imagine that in his latter years of his career. This journey would be compelling and emotional, drawing fans in, keeping them invested in his character. And there you have it, folks. A deep dive into a potential scenario in John Cena turning heel against Bray Wyatt. It's a storyline that could have shaken the foundation of the WWE, creating unforgivable moments, thrilling matches. Whether you're a diehard Cena fan or someone who enjoys the darker side of wrestling, this what if scenario offers endless possibilities for excitement and drama. Thank you for joining me on this episode of DJ's Corner, Just My Opinion. If you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Everyone enjoys constructive criticism. Don't be a dick. Like I said, a lot of this stuff I'm learning across the way, and I get improved and like it thanks to you guys' wonderful comments, no matter how polite they are or even shitty that they are. But it's fine. I love it either way because you can learn through a good day and you can learn through a bad day. Unfortunately, we will never get to see the storyline play out. May he rest in peace. Bray Wyatt has left us, as we know, but his brother is doing a fantastic job in keeping his legacy. God bless him for that. So until next time, keep cheering, keep debating, and just love the world of professional wrestling. I believe they say we are in the Renaissance era. Cody Rhodes is the lead. Let's get it. Peace.